All right, let's talk about the lemons. There are homes in Palm Beach that look amazing online. Light and bright, granite kitchens, pool out back, great price. But here's the deal, I would never buy them, not for myself and not for my clients. At least not without knowing exactly what I was getting into. I've toured hundreds of homes across Palm Beach County, and today I'm going to show you the 5 types of homes that you're going to want to avoid, plus how you can spot red flags in under 60 seconds. This way, you don't waste your money, stress out your family, or buy something that you're going to regret later. And believe me, as the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, especially when considering you're likely talking about your largest asset here. Stick with me to the end because I've got a free checklist for you, 21 quick red flags to look for at any showing. It'll save you thousands. All right, number 1, great house, wrong location. You can remodel a kitchen, but you cannot move an airport, a railroad, or I-95. Real estate is really about location, location, location. Take Palm Beach International Airport, for example. On a map, it looks relatively harmless. But did you know that it's one of the busiest private jet airports in the country? At peak times, jets are flying over neighborhoods every few minutes. Neighbors might tell you, hey, don't worry about it, you'll get used to it. But when the time comes to sell, buyers are going to notice it right away, and it absolutely impacts resale value. Then there are the trains, Brightline, Tri-Rail, Amtrak. Yes, parts of the county are in quiet zones for sure, but that doesn't stop the rumble of the wheels and the crossing bells and the occasional horn. I'll never forget when I was showing a client a property in Flamingo Park, beautiful home, amazing curb appeal, and we're standing outside in the driveway chatting before going inside, and all of a sudden, the Brightline comes barreling through, less than 200 feet away. My client looked at me and I looked at him and we both just shrugged. The showing was over before we even opened the front door. And let's not forget about highways, right? I-95, it's convenient, but it's relentless. Certain neighborhoods are literally begging the county for more sound walls because the noise is unbearable. Here's the bottom line. Before you fall in love with what looks to be the perfect dream home, zoom out, check Google Maps, drive by at rush hour, open the windows, pull up the flight path map. If it bothers you on day one, trust me, it's going to bother a future buyer when you go to resell. Number 2 is waterfront homes with hidden flood problems. The ocean, the intercoastal, a canal view, absolutely gorgeous, but it could also come with a very expensive reality check. Between rising flood insurance costs and the potential for seawall or drainage repairs that can easily run into the 6 figures, a waterfront dream can turn into a financial nightmare if you're not prepared. FEMA updated its flood maps in 2024 and over 5,000 Palm Beach properties were bumped into higher risk flood zones. That means mandatory flood insurance and premiums, they're jumping 20, 30, and sometimes 50%. That's a shock if you're not prepared. Then we've got king tides. Every fall, West Palm puts out advisories because streets can flood with no rain at all, just the tide. Look for water stains on seawalls, salt-tolerant landscaping, or neighbors running pumps. Those are all big tells. And remember, building codes are stricter now. New construction in coastal zones has to sit at least a foot above base flood elevation, sometimes more. If you plan to renovate, those elevation requirements can add tens of thousands of dollars to your budget. So here's what I do. I pull up FEMA and county flood maps, ask about king tide history, and always have the seawalls inspected for height and condition. Number 3, condos with hidden special assessments. So this one's a big one in 2025, and we call it the condo trap. You find a condo at what looks to be a steal, and then you find out, boom, special assessment, 15, 20, even 50 grand, and sometimes more. Here's why. After the Surfside condo collapse, Florida passed strict new laws. Any building over 3 stories has to go through Milestone inspections and a structural integrity reserve study. And they have to fully fund their reserves. Here's the problem. A ton of Palm Beach condos missed the 2024 deadlines. Owners are getting hammered with assessments, and I've seen condos lose serious value because buyers don't want to touch a building that's in the middle of dealing with these issues or in financial trouble. This isn't just theory. This happened to a client of mine. We had her condo listed for sale, and 2 weeks into the sale, we got a letter from the HOA. It spelled out her obligation to pay $120,000 in an upcoming special assessment. Needless to say, selling her condo became infeasible, and now she's stuck waiting for the market to appreciate before she can even think about selling again. So here's your move. If you're buying a condo, do your due diligence. Ask for the milestone report, the SIRS, check the reserves, and the insurance summary, and all assessment notices. If the board can't produce them, that's your answer. Just walk away. Number 4 is renovated homes that are money hole time bombs. Let's talk flips. On Instagram, they look incredible, but trust me, slick photography hides a lot. In Palm Beach, some of the biggest red flags are hiding behind those fresh finishes. Take cast iron pipes, for example. If the home was built before 1975, chances are the plumbing running under the slab is cast iron. Those pipes corrode and collapse, and replacing them can cost $30,000 to $50,000 or more depending on the size of the home. And that's not even counting the mess of tearing up the floors and the walls to get to them. Then there are polybutylene pipes, those poly B plumbing systems from the late 70s through the mid 90s. Notorious for bursting, and some insurance companies won't even write a policy if they're still in place. Chinese drywall from the mid 2000s is another hidden danger. It corrodes copper plumbing, wiring, and gives off that rotten egg sulfur smell. And of course, many older homes still have outdated wiring or undersized electrical panels. Rewiring isn't just expensive, it's disruptive, and flippers rarely touch it. And while we're on hidden dangers, you can't forget termites. Florida is the termite capital of the US. Palm Beach to Miami, it ranks #1 nationally for infestations. Termites cause about $500 million in damage every year statewide, and the worst part, they often do their work quietly behind the walls where you can't see them. I recently had a client who came to me after learning all of this the hard way. He and his wife bought what they thought was a super cute vacation home, but it turned out to be the classic lipstick on a pig. Their inspector was a fly-by-night guy who missed all the serious issues, and within a year, the house was riddled with problems. By the time we listed it for sale, they were staring down 6 figures in repairs, mandatory disclosures, and a ton of stress. We eventually got it sold, but not without a lot of heartache. The lesson? Don't be fooled by granite countertops and staged photos. Always look past the cosmetics and protect yourself with the right inspections. A full home inspection, a 4-point, a wind mitigation report, a sewer scope on older homes, and a WDO or a wood destroying organism report for those termites. Those 5 checks will save you from walking into a nightmare. Number 5 is insurance headaches you don't see online. Last one, and it's huge. It's insurance. Palm Beach has some of the highest insurance premiums in the country. Rates are up 40% in the last 5 years, and Citizens, which is our state-backed insurer of last resort, approved another 14% hike for 2025. So that dream home, it could come with a $15,000 to $20,000 a year or more in some cases premium. Here's how it works. If the home is over 20 years old, the insurer will require a 4-point inspection. They want the age and the condition of the roof, the plumbing, the electrical, and the HVAC. If those don't pass, you might be stuck with Citizens, and even they might balk. The good news, wind mitigation credits are real money, and if you've got impact windows, roof tie downs, or a secondary water barrier, an inspector can document it and cut your premium by thousands. And here's a bonus tip. Florida's MySafe Florida Home program was just refunded in 2025. It helps pay for upgrades like impact windows or a new roof. If you're buying an older home and you qualify, that could literally save you money while making your home safer. So let's recap. The 5 homes I'd never buy in Palm Beach. 1, great house, bad location. 2, waterfront with hidden flood risks. 3, condos hiding special assessments. 4, renovated homes that haven't addressed major system issues. And 5, anything with an insurance nightmare. So the way to win here is simple. Scout the surroundings, check the flood risk early, demand condo docs, prioritize systems over services, and understand your insurance risks before diving in. If you want to make this easy, grab my free Palm Beach Red Flag Buyer Checklist. It's linked in the description and pinned in the comments. It's the same 21-point checklist I give to my clients, and believe me, it'll save you a lot of time, money, and heartache. I'm Joel Poulin, Palm Beach real estate broker. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.